Reading Rainbow is made possible by the annual financial support from viewers like you.
RCN, proud to support reading that stimulates the live wire of a child's imagination. And the National Science Foundation, which supports programs that enable all children to succeed in science, mathematics, and technology. And
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, who reminds you, books are totally overflowing with cool stuff. Get in on it. Wake up to the amazing world of reading.
Reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. And ways to grow a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Ahoy there, and welcome aboard the schooner Heritage. We're cruising off the coast of Maine, and fair weather or foul, there's nothing quite like it. Out here, the weather's as changeable as the wind, so grab a hold of your sea legs and a slicker, because today we're going sailing.
Stand by to come about.
That means me too.
And heave! Heave! Heave and heave! 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 Away together, way all the way, we'll haul away, Joe. But
It takes a lot of folks to run a giant schooner like the Heritage, and everyone lends a hand.
Haul away, Joe. So way, haul away, we'll haul away together, way, haul away. So way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. So way, haul away, we'll haul away together, way, all the way, we'll haul away, Joe.
The Lees are a sailing family. Doug is the master of the ship. He plots the course, making sure the ship steers clear of danger and stays in the channel.
You want to go on this course right like that. Right up to the PB boy from the Rockland Lighthouse. We'll go down east, and that reads 90 degrees on the compass. Steer 90 degrees, Linda.
Okay, got it.
Don't pull.
When it's time to guide the Heritage out of port,
Come on, come on.
Linda, Rachel, and Clara crew the yawl boat,
Power over here now, mister.
a little powerhouse that pulls the Heritage out of the harbor.
That way a little bit.
They carefully watch for other ships.
That way. Stop. Okay, let's get the yawl boat under the stern. Yeah, okay, we're gonna pull in this line right over there. We need a bunch of people pulling in line. There you go, Mike. Come on to the stern, Linda.
Big hands or little, everyone's job is really important on a big schooner.
Make that fast, Larry?
During the summer months, the Lee family makes the Heritage their home. Sailing is their way of life. This is what ships looked like 100 years ago. And standing on this deck, it's easy to slip back in time. Imagine, you're at the wheel of a tall ship. No radar, no radio, no engine. You're caught out on a day much worse than this. A wild down east gale, winds whipping from stem to stern, waves as tall as treetops. You search for the one sign that could save you from disaster. A lighthouse. These waters echo with tales of brave sailors weathering the stormy seas. And here's one, the true story of a courageous girl who kept her lighthouse burning and became a legend in her own time. It's called Keep the Lights Burning, Abbie.
Keep the Lights Burning, Abbie, by Peter and Connie Roop. Pictures by Peter E. Hansen. Read by Seda Thompson. Abbie looked out the lighthouse window. Waves washed up on the rocks below. Out at sea, a ship sailed safely by. "Will you sail to town today, Papa?" Abbie asked. "Yes," Captain Burgess answered. "Mama needs medicine. The lights need oil. We need food. The weather is good now, so it's safe to go out in Puffin." "But what if you don't get back today?" asked Abbie. "Who will take care of the lights?" Papa smiled. "You will, Abbie." "Oh, no, Papa," said Abbie. "I have never done it alone." "You've trimmed the wicks before," said Papa. "You've cleaned the lamps and put in the oil. You must keep the lights burning, Abbie. Many ships count on our lighthouses." She and Papa walked down to the shore. Their little boat, Puffin, pulled on its rope. "Keep the lights burning, Abbie," her father said. "I will, Papa," Abbie promised. But the wind carried off her words as Puffin slid out to sea. She knew Papa was a fine sailor, but if the wind blew up again, he could not sail back to Botanicus Rock today. Then she would have to care for the lights. Abbie walked to the house. Esther opened the door. "It's a good thing Papa went today. Mama needs medicine, and we're running out of food." "And we must be careful," said Abbie. "If there is another storm, Papa will not get back today." Outside, the sky turned gray. The wind put whitecaps on the waves. Another winter storm was coming. When the sun went down, Abbie put on her coat. She had to light the lamps. Abbie ran up the lighthouse steps. She knew Papa could not sail back. Abbie was afraid. What if she could not light the lamps? She picked up a box of matches. Her hands were shaking. She struck a match and held the match near the wick of the first lamp. The wick glowed. One by one, she lit all the lamps. Out at sea, a ship saw the lights. It steered away from the dangerous rocks. That night, the wind blew hard. Abbie could not sleep. She kept thinking about the lights. What if they went out? A ship might crash. Abbie got out of bed. She climbed the lighthouse steps. It was a good thing she had come. There was ice on the windows. The lights could not be seen. All night long, she scraped ice off the windows. She checked each light. Not one went out. For over a week, the wind and rain roared. For a while, the family had to move into one of the strong towers. One morning, water ran under the door. "My chickens!" Abbie cried. "They'll be washed away." Abbie ran out into the rain. She grabbed her chickens. Just then, she heard another big wave coming. It sounded like a train. Abbie raced to the tower. "Open the door!" she yelled. Lydia opened the door. Abbie ran inside. "Oh, look! The sea is coming!" The girls pushed the door shut. Then the wave hit it. Abbie felt the lighthouse shake. She was shaking too. They had shut the door just in time. Day after day, it snowed or rained. Abbie wished it would stop. She was tired of the wind. She was tired of the waves. She was tired of climbing the lighthouse steps. And she was tired of eggs. The only thing left to eat was eggs, and Abbie was sick of them. Then, one morning, the waves seemed smaller. The sky was not so black. The wind didn't blow so hard. Late that afternoon, the girls heard a voice outside. It was Papa. They ran to help him carry the boxes. There was medicine for Mama, there was oil for the lamps, there was mail, and there was food. And there was corn for Abbie's chickens. "I was afraid for you," said Papa. "Every night I watched for the lights. Every night I saw them. Then I knew you were all right." Abbie smiled. "I kept the lights burning, Papa. I kept them burning."
Lots of things have changed since Abbie kept her lights burning on Matinicus Rock. Lighthouses still dot the coast of Maine, doing the same job they did over 100 years ago. Owl's Head Light sits atop a jagged cliff overlooking the rocks. Hey, Andy! Andy Gurman is the lighthouse keeper here at Owl's Head for the United States Coast Guard. Let's go up top and take a look around. Wow! So this is it, huh? The inside of a lighthouse. Hi, Andy.
Hi, LeVar. Come on up.
Thanks. Boy, oh boy. You know what this looks like? It reminds me of something that you would see on the deck of a spaceship, you know, in a science fiction movie?
Yeah, it is very different.
Real futuristic. Well, how does it work, Andy?
Well, let me show you.
Wow, I guess you need 2 bulbs to get a beam that strong, huh?
Not really. It only takes 1. The second one is in case the first one burns out. And when the first one burns out, it switches to the second one.
Huh. Does it do that automatically, or does somebody have to come up here and switch it like you just did?
It does it automatically.
Really? Now, Andy, I know that every lighthouse has its own signal. What's the signal of this lighthouse?
This particular lighthouse is a fixed white light.
Fixed white light.
It's stationary, and it's just a constant like a regular lamp in your house.
Well, how powerful are these bulbs?
These particular bulbs are 1,000 watts.
1,000 watts. That's about 10 times as strong as the living room light at home.
That's right, but they really don't do all the work. It's the lens that does the work. Let me show you. Go ahead and take a look through the lens.
Okay.
Can you see my face all distorted?
Yeah, it looks all long and...
That's the lens bending the light into the center.
I see. Well, what is the rest of the light made of?
Well, the rest of the light is made out of different prisms and reflects all the light into the middle. Let me show you.
Okay.
So you can see here we have a set of prisms up here. And these prisms reflect the light that would go to the ceiling back into the middle.
Ah.
And these prisms reflect the light that would go down to the floor back into the center. And it all goes out concentrated out to sea.
And the prisms are made of glass?
Glass, very thick glass.
Really, it is. And what about these pieces of brass, these curlicues?
All the brass is to hold the lenses in place, and it's brass because it doesn't rust. It makes it very functional.
Ah, but it's also really beautiful. I mean, it's almost like a work of art.
It is. It is very pretty.
Yeah. You know, it's really pretty out there, too. Can we walk around?
Let's take a walk out on the catwalk.
Sure. Boy, what a view. Oh, but Andy, I see the fog is beginning to roll in. Can you still see the light in the fog?
Not if it's too thick. But we got foghorns to take care of that problem.
Where do you keep them?
Right here.
These are the foghorns?
Yes.
Can we fire it up maybe and see what it sounds like?
We sure can, but they're pretty loud, so we gotta cover our ears.
Okay. Go ahead, turn it on!
Pretty loud.
That is loud. How far out to sea can you be and still hear the horn?
About 3 miles.
Really?
Well, LeVar, I have to go back to work. It's been a pleasure showing you around.
Oh. Thanks, Andy.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye. During storms, it was really scary, with the wind howling in your ears, the rigging swaying to and fro, and the waves crashing against the bow. It was dangerous, too. Sometimes you had to hang on for dear life. Sailing the coast of Maine was risky business. But a ship in a bottle is always safe. It sails along forever on calm seas under a gentle breeze. But how does it get in there?
Now that's a hard one. I can't, it's too big. No. Only put half of the ship in. Some way you push it down, and then it goes in, and then it comes right back up. You can't. All right, stuff it through there. Oh, I know. Make something, a potion, and go like this. Pew! And then it goes right into the bottle.
Guess again. There's an old secret to getting a ship in a bottle, and even though it looks like magic, it isn't. Up the coast a bit, at another lighthouse, Gil Charbonneau has mastered this age-old craft. Let's see how he does it.
Making ships in bottles is hard work because it does require a lot of concentration and a lot of effort in each piece. In order to shape the hull, I carve it and whittle and chisel and sand it until it finally becomes the right shape. When I make the sails, I use regular typing paper, which you can find anywhere, and I place it over a line drawing and trace the outline of the sail. Masts are made of bamboo, and it's the kind that you can buy in the store They're placed in a drill and spun very rapidly, and then they're worked with a piece of sandpaper up and down the length of it while it's spinning until it gets smaller to the diameter that you want to use. I get the ship in the bottle by building it with masts that can collapse. They have little hinges in their base, and the masts go down flat with the deck, and the sails get kind of wrapped around one another and wrapped around the hull. When the rig is collapsed, in order for it to enter the bottle, I place the sails around one another, sort of like the layers of an onion. Secret in making ships and bottles is having the patience and the persistence to do it over and over again until you finally get it right. And that can be a lot of fun. You don't ever have to worry about making a mistake because you can always tell your friends it's a shipwreck in a bottle.
If you ever get shipwrecked, make sure you have some good books to keep you company. And if you like to keep the lights burning, Abbie, then here are some others that will shiver your timbers. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Hey kids, I'm Andrea. Have you ever had a dream that you really wished would come true? Well, Elizabeth did in this book, Sailing with the Wind by Thomas Locker. She dreamed of going on a sea adventure. One day, Uncle Jack came for a visit and was able to take her on his sailboat. The trip started out calm and beautiful, but then a storm started to brew. Elizabeth sure got her sea adventure. This is a very special book. It's so beautiful, it's like a piece of art. And it shows you that if you wish really hard, your dream may come true someday. Hi, girls and boys. I'm Jody. I have a wonderful adventure book that you're gonna love. It's called Very Last First Time. It's a really different story. You'll get to see what the world looks like under the ice. I learned a little bit about what it's like to be an Eskimo. The girl in the book, Eva, goes on the most exciting adventure for the very first time. There's a scary part in the book when Eva gets lost under the ice. Even though Eva was frightened, she got to see some really neat things. There's a first time for everything. In fact, this is my first time on TV. Even though the first time can be scary, this book will help you get through it. Hi, I'm Joey. Did you know that boats, bridges, and even lighthouses could talk? Well, they do in this book. It's called The Little Red Lighthouse and the Great Gray Bridge. This is a story about a little red lighthouse who thinks he's not needed anymore because a great gray bridge has been built over him. The characters in this book are really different. Some of them are boats, and they speak. Like a steamer that says, "Who, how are you?" In the end, the great gray bridge tells the little red lighthouse that it is still needed to guide the ships along the river. If you like books about the sea with interesting characters and happy endings, this is a book for you. It shows that even if you're small, you're still very important.
Since Abbie kept her lights burning, many things have changed along this rugged coast of Maine. Today, most lighthouses are run by computer, and ships have radar to guide them through the waters. But sailors still have to battle the sea, and they still search the coastline, watching for lighthouses. Those sturdy beacons, lighting them home to safe harbors. I'll see you next time.
Fly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Words to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow.
Today's Reading Rainbow books are Keep the Lights Burning Abbie by Peter and Connie Roop, pictures by Peter E. Hansen, published by Carol Rhoda Books, Incorporated. Sailing with the Wind by Thomas Locker, published by Dial Books for young readers. Very Last First Time by Jan Andrews, illustrated by Ian Wallace, published by Margaret K. McElderry. The Little Red Lighthouse and the Great Gray Bridge by Hildegard H. Swift and Lynn Ward, published by Harcourt Brace Jovanovich.
Reading Rainbow was sponsored by a grant from Kellogg's Rice Krispies, reminding you books are totally overflowing with cool stuff. Get in on it. Wake up to the amazing world of reading.
Grants are also provided by the National Science Foundation, which supports programs that enable all children to succeed in science, mathematics, and technology. RCN, proud to support reading that stimulates the live wire of a child's imagination. And by the annual financial support of viewers like you.